This is not a prank. This is not another staged TikTok stunt designed to get views. Bonnie Blue, the controversial creator who spent the last few years daring anyone to stop her, has finally hit a wall, a hard, concrete wall inside a police station in Kuta, Bali. She didn't just get fined, and she didn't just get a slap on the wrist. She was detained by government officials who have absolutely zero interest in her follower count. The entire energy around her brand, which has always been about being untouchable, has officially shifted, because after running a personal adult content world tour that seemed consequence-free, she decided to take her act to one of the few places on the planet where her entire career is strictly illegal.
Controversial content creator Bonnie Blue has been detained by police in Bali over alleged pornographic activities. The British woman was banned from Australia and its schoolies celebrations, heading instead to Indonesia.
Bonnie Blue's sordid adventure to Bali has taken a dramatic twist. The 26-year-old questioned by officers at a police station in Kuta. She was spotted talking to two people, one believed to be a lawyer. The controversial OnlyFans creator announced her arrival last week.
Hey boys, those that are going to schoolies and to those that are barely legal, cannot wait to meet you, and I'm in Bali, so you know exactly what that means.
The story of what happened when the law finally decided to step in is even more bizarre than you can imagine. The inevitable finally happened. Following concerns from local authorities about a massive influx of foreign tourists associated with explicit content, police conducted a targeted raid on a luxurious vacation villa in Kuta. They didn't find her quietly editing a vlog or posting a spicy TikTok. They found an entire production set. Bonnie, her team of 2 British and 1 Australian staff member, multiple cameras, lighting equipment, and an assortment of items that confirmed they were not there for a yoga retreat. The local Badung police chief confirmed the detentions, stating they were investigating violations of the strict laws governing morality and decency. The police then dropped their official inventory list of seized items, which is where this story moves from criminal case to dark comedy. Alongside the hard drives and cameras, they reportedly confiscated rubbers, various adult supplies, and 2 full sheets of Viagra. This confirmation that absolutely nobody involved had any business being there was devastating to her image. But the most bizarre detail? They also took 9 pink necklaces and outfits labelled School Bonnie Blue. They literally found the uniform and the supplies, confirming that the entire operation was exposed in the most public and humiliating way possible. Unlike in the West, where an influencer might be fined or get a suspended sentence for similar stunts, like we've seen with other trolling content creators, Indonesia, and Bali specifically, has a long-standing habit of making an example out of foreigners who flout their rules. They don't mess around. It's a mentality similar to the Vitali case, where he was trapped in a foreign jurisdiction for months with no easy way out. The law here prohibits the dissemination of pornographic material and carries sentences that range from 6 months up to 12 years in prison. They confiscated her passport, detained her team, and officially blocked her from leaving the country. This isn't a funny situation. This is a full-blown criminal case. Right now, Bonnie is in administrative detainment, not sentenced, not deported, but stuck in legal limbo while the authorities decide her fate. The psychological weight of waiting for a decision that could mean a quick flight home or a decade behind bars is immense. Will they push for an actual prison sentence to send a worldwide message to the next wave of entitled travelers? She is currently powerless, stripped of her social media status, and left to contemplate why she didn't just Google 6 words, "Is adult content illegal in Indonesia?" To truly understand the spectacular implosion in Bali, you have to rewind a little to the moment her entire operation started falling apart. Bonnie Blue didn't land in Indonesia by choice, she was exiled. Her original destination was Australia, targeting their notorious Schoolies Week, the post-high school graduation party. But before she could even get started, the Australian Department of Home Affairs stepped in. They had been watching her promote her plans that involved offering her services to people who were, as she put it, barely legal. They realized she was advertising that she intended to work on a 12-month visitor visa, a blatant violation of their laws. Her visa was instantly cancelled, banning her from the entire country.
Adult content creator Bonnie Blue, who'd been offering her services to, quote, barely legal schoolies, has had her Australian visa cancelled. 7 News understands the Department of Home Affairs made the decision because the British woman was advertising the fact she was going to work in Australia despite being on a 12-month visitor visa.
It wasn't a subtle warning. It was a clear sign that international borders do not recognise social media celebrity. She literally provided authorities with a public confession via Instagram, signalling her intent to operate illegally. So instead of going home and laying low, she pulled the most Bonnie Blue move imaginable. She simply rerouted her entire operation to Bali. It was a choice that proved she hadn't learned a single thing about respecting foreign law. Most normal people who get banned from a country would leave their gear behind, maybe sell their cameras. Bonnie Blue, however, decided that her main prop was absolutely essential. We're talking about the infamous vehicle, the Bang Bus, a modified Suzuki carry van that you've probably seen all over social media. She didn't leave it in the UK, she didn't leave it in Australia, she shipped the vehicle across the planet like it was some priceless museum artifact, dragging it into Indonesia, a place notorious for its strict anti-pornography and moral laws. The sheer, staggering hubris required to ship a prop specifically designed for illegal activities into a country where those activities carry a 12-year prison sentence is almost unbelievable. This vehicle, which represents everything conservative Indonesian authorities are actively trying to suppress, literally became a neon blue beacon announcing her intentions the moment it rolled off the ferry. It's been said that this bus has travelled more miles than Bonnie herself, and now it was about to be officially impounded. You would think that facing serious charges for producing and distributing illegal content would be the biggest problem. Not for Bonnie. Indonesian authorities announced she was facing an additional charge completely unrelated to her explicit activities, a detail that proves how badly she screwed up. The bus she shipped, the one that caused such a commotion, was registered as white on its official paperwork. Bonnie, having painted it dark blue, had never updated the documentation. She was now in trouble for breaking laws covering illegal adult content and a vehicle repaint violation. Imagine sitting in a foreign jail cell after being exposed globally, and an officer comes up to you and says, "Look, the sex work is bad, but the illegal paint job, that's where we draw the line." It's a perfect symbol of her self-destructive arrogance. So focused on being controversial, she missed the most basic and easily preventable legal requirement. This entire story is a perfect microcosm of what happens when the influencer bubble finally bursts against the reality of international law. Bonnie spent the last few years bragging about her millions, her legal team, and her untouchable status. But in the end, none of that mattered. Her bus is impounded, her image is tanking, and her freedom is completely controlled by a legal system that does not care about her TikTok views. The final question remains, was the blue paint job worth it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.